In 2021, when I first split up with the person that I was with at the time, one of the toughest things that I actually had to go through was knowing that, it's going to take a long, long time for me to actually get over this and forget this somewhat. And guess what? It's been about 22 months since it happened, and I know that I titled this video How to Forget About Her, but the truth is, I kind of lied, bro. You don't actually forget about her. I honestly don't want to go to this too deep, but when you genuinely commit to something like this, you're not going to just forget about it. I see every time I see videos of people saying how to forget about her doing work, how to forget how to, get rid of her memories or whatever. You cannot, it's not possible. How much ever you try, your mind is not going to let go of that. At least for a very, very long time. I've gotten a few comments, few DMs on how to actually not think about it, especially during work. And like I said, you can't get her out of your mind. You don't actually just forget about her, you just keep going. But I will say one thing, compared to where I was in 2022 when I started this whole self-development thing, compare that moment to now, I'd be lying if I said that the amount of thoughts that I've had about that person or whatever has not come down. It definitely has. The only way to move forward or move on from something that bothers you or something that's not so nice that's happened to you in the past is to just shift your focus into something else. You have to work hard on something else. You have to completely divert your attention, because think of it, if you just spend your time lying on the couch, watching TV, you're giving yourself a lot of space, time, and room to just let those thoughts flood in again. Whereas if you're actually focusing on something and working and progressing towards something, you're going to be so focused on something that those thoughts won't even, your mind won't have the capacity to handle those thoughts, so you're not even going to think about it. You're just going to be focused on your work. So in conclusion, there is honestly no way to forget about it. Like, you can't forget, it's always going to be there in your head. It's only about what you actually do on your day-to-day life that's going to determine how often you think about it, how often you get affected by it. If people say, there are some special techniques, special methods to get rid of this, then they are lying. Like, there is none. I mean, unless you get freaking hit by a truck and then you lose all your memory, maybe then, but I don't think you want that to happen. So yeah, start working on yourself, start using that freaking motivation from whatever happened and use that to, as fuel to progress in life. That's the only way, by diverting your attention to forget about all that, or at least not think about all that. And eventually you will get to a successful enough place in life when these thoughts, like, it's not going to affect you much, trust me. Because you work hard for all these things and then you get the results, you reap the rewards of what you've been putting in work for. Then all these negative thoughts, it won't matter to you much at all. So yeah, just divert your attention is the only way. There is no special technique, no special method, and you won't forget about it. Fortunately or unfortunately, probably unfortunately. Yeah. And I said her, but that applies for women too, so him as well. Yeah.